Wow, that took a long time for it to go live, but now we're live, and this is episode 9 of Emerald Nights, the Corporia game that I run Friday nights, which is now Friday at about 6 p.m. Pacific. It's actually 6:15 right now, but that's because we spent 15 minutes screwing around. So,
or trying to get connected.
Well, there was lots of screwing around while the connections were happening. Really. I mean, I take the screwing around. Noah's gonna be here shortly. He said he was about 15 minutes late. Something about basketball or weird.
Sports ball?
Yeah. I think that was causing the traffic, not that he was
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's been.
Actually, the point guard for Golden State.
I knew I recognized him from somewhere.
He probably has a secret life that way.
It's been several weeks since we've had a chance to play. We've had lots of people being busy doing things, which happens when you run a game on Friday nights. So we're gonna spend the first part of this episode going back and looking at where we've been and where we've come to and where we are going, which will help us kind of determine what we're actually going to do when we get down to playing. We have a new player, John. So, John, say hi to the internet.
Hey, guys. Thanks for the invite.
And he's going to be playing another night, Bedivere, which will be the only other chick that we have. So, I don't know. Galahad's not. I don't know how she's going to take that. Got other things.
Going to have to get used to it.
Linda's very non-threatening.
Okay, well that works because she's very threatening. So. All right. So we've come to a point where you guys have decided on a course of action based on talking to Morgana. What do we calling her? This.
Morgan.
Well, anyways. So.
Ms. LaFay.
Who wants to recap up to this point? I'm going to assign Arthur if nobody says anything in about 2 seconds. See, they're like, what are we going to say? You're going to just give it to Arthur. So go ahead, Arthur.
Okay, I should recap from the beginning, yes?
No, not that far.
Yeah, well, Reader's Digest.
Look, if you start talking about the Big Bang,
Okay.
That's too far back.
The entire team got together when it turns out there was a portal opened underneath a fight club / brothel / dance club.
It was a sex club.
Yes, that's the one. And so we got beaten over the head with
Sex club, fight club, what's the difference?
I thought it was a networking event.
All of us went in, and one of the ladies who was fighting had her great traumatic event where it turns out that she was a knight, and she was Galahad. We then gallantly rescued her, went down to the basement, found that there was a portal opened to a place that had evil mole rats. We killed the mole rats, closed the portal. We then tracked down the next portal, and it turns out that it was being guarded by Mordred, who said the portal must never be opened because it could lead to evil dragons. We went to see a group of witches 3. We looked into their cauldron and had visions of evil dragons over a lake.
Not evil, just dragons.
And I agree. I think they're probably just dragons doing their dragon thing.
Yeah.
There's some disagreement on the interpretation of said visions.
Poorly non-judgmental about the
Dragon
dragon.
morality is a very touchy subject in this group.
We went to Mordred and he said, well, I know who the people are who are opening up these portals, but I'd like more information on them. I can give you some cover to break into Globex, which is kind of controlled by Morgana, all them. We broke into Globex. We hacked into their system. We got all of their things, a la Angelina Jolie, and we got out.
Wait, I'm sorry, we got Angelina Jolie?
I think he meant a la Laura Croft.
Oh, Laura Croft, okay.
No, he was referring to hackers.
Oh, hackers,
Oh,
okay.
that movie. Yeah, okay.
All right.
travel with me to the early 90s.
No.
We then found out there were 4 different cultists who were trying to open these portals. We went, found them, neutralized them, and discovered that their boss was Morgana. We were all going to bust into Morgana's place and fight her until Gorla said, "Wait a minute, why don't we just talk to her?" That being a brilliant idea, we then did. Morgana said, "Hey, what I'm actually trying to do is unleash these dragons because that's the only way to unleash Arthur. And to do that, I need to find the grail." And I said, "Grail schmail, let's get old school on this and find the ancient Celtic cauldron called the Pagan and get that instead. That way, you know, the Christian monotheism won't shut off the flux, and we'll all have a better hope of doing that." I talked so well that I literally changed her religion.
She
Well,
said,
that's certainly not true, but
she said she would give us a little bit of time to see if we could pull it off, and then maybe she would, and she might give us a warning if she decides to go ahead with her plan without us.
because literally
Not exactly
all of
changing it.
this is just a theory that Arthur had when he was drunk. And us being us said, well, that's good enough for us.
Except for the fact that this cauldron was destroyed.
Yes, but it's a cauldron of rebirth.
Right. So, see, Morgana thinks he's crazy, and
Oh, yeah.
there
And
is no such thing. But hi, Noah.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
Ah!
In between,
Are we playing catch up the new player on how art ruined everything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah.
how I saved the world, yes, we are.
All right. So
In the meantime, Guinevere came back, and she and Lancelot started hooking up on the DL.
it was
We
Not
didn't-
very DL because every one of us knew about it.
Yep.
On the down medium, then.
I don't think on the DM is obtained.
Knock it off, you two. And we had a big presentation to the entire group of knights who we pitched our plan to. Lancelot agreed to it, and now we have to find our way into this dream realm where the dragons are and try to track down the Pagan. The way we're going to attempt to do that is that our awesome and beautiful hacker, Celia, is going to search the web for the Fisher King. Questions, comments?
Can she not include results for the Robin Williams movie?
I have a feeling that will be the first thing she filters out.
Okay.
Or only results. Robin
guys-
Williams movie.
Do you guys just want to watch The Fisher King? With this other stuff? Oh, where's that link?
right.
Also, everyone was like really cool when I suggested that Noah might actually be Stephen Curry.
Oh.
They said he's at a basketball thing. I thought, well, he lives in Oakland.
Yeah,
So
no.
logically, he must be the point guard for the Golden State.
I literally have no idea who Stephen Curry is.
Are we talking about sports ball?
I
Yes.
think they might be. I don't know.
Okay.
It's hard for me to tell.
He's great with Curry.
The depressing thing is, I looked it up. No game. So that is just apparently what my life is going to be like from now on. That much traffic.
Are you new to the Bay Area?
No. No. People are fleeing from your side of the bay to my side of the bay more and more every year. So it's getting
Yep.
worse and worse.
No kidding.
I live in San Diego.
Ah, nice.
I
A nice
live-
part of Southern California.
Yeah, we have the Boston Marathon on Monday, so our city is a madhouse.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Where's that? Boston?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for now.
Marathon in Boston, strangely enough.
Well, we used to hold it in Chicago, but
Nobody ever found it.
I was like, wait a minute. Where are we going to hold our marathon, Boston? And then it just got really confusing, so they all went back to their normal places, and that's about it. All right. So, where you are is in two places, basically. Celia needs to do some hacking in order to see if she can find the Fisher King, and we have rules for that, which are somewhere in my... Let me find them, though. Ah, here it is. Oh, actually, I did. I put it under player aids. And so are your arrow rules. Cat.
If you have that drug.
What?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Drug?
It's stem or stem something, packs. I don't know. Hang on.
Stim packs.
Yeah, something like that. Arthur, what's the name of the drug? I don't remember.
I'm looking it up right now.
Because I have several different drugs listed that I may or may not be taking.
what does it do?
It ups my hacking stuff.
Ah.
Like it needs to be upped.
I was gonna say, don't you score 30s every time you pick up the dice?
Yeah, pretty
Does it
much.
solve it? Solve it increases knowledge check. No.
I'm not sure. I thought it was PAX, but I might be wrong.
No, it's not
I
fact.
thought that calms you down or something.
Yeah. Oh no, PAX is what I take for my anxiety. That's right. I forget.
Yes, solve it. Inhale this aerosol to triple any knowledge-related skills.
What does it say?
Inhale this aerosol to triple any knowledge-related skill. It
Well,
is the duration of her knowledge number of rounds, and after the duration ends, you suffer -1 to all checks for D4 number of days.
Okay, the duration is how many rounds, did it say?
Her knowledge.
And your knowledge is what, 5?
Yes.
Which one?
Yeah, 5.
5? Okay. But that's for only... So that's for only 20 rounds? 10 rounds? Wait. Did you say
No,
double?
it's just her
4
knowledge.
rounds, I think.
So it's 5.
5 rounds. So just for knowledge, but double, triple, too many numbers. So 5 rounds, and if a round is like about 3 seconds, that's really only for like 15 seconds. You need to search in blocks of 4 hours at a time.
Yes, that is correct.
So that's not going to help much.
No,
Okay.
I would suggest not using it. I would suggest using it for immediate things. You gotta like hack
Okay.
it or something like that.
I can save it for on the fly stuff.
Okay.
Stuff
So-
that isn't so intensive.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this is you're actually searching. You don't have any. You have what? Okay. Let me ask you this instead of telling you. You have
Okay.
evidence the Fisher King exists.
Do I have evidence?
Do any of you have evidence the Fisher King exists?
Not personally, because this would be the first time that I'm searching for.
So how are you going to go about searching? And what are you searching for? Is actually was the question that I'm going to ask.
I think I was using some of our wizard's knowledge because I don't know anything about magic. So I want to say that when we first talked about this, it was a collaborative effort.
Okay, wizard.
That's
Because it was literally like, find this magic thing. I don't know magic. What do I look for? Oh, I'll look for,
How are you
Whatever.
going to approach this?
Well, not just me, but I know there are quite a number of knights among us who have very specific experience with the Wasteland.
Yep.
Yeah.
What they remember about it, things that relate to it. And I have a knowledge of how it impacted the flux. There was one person, he was diseased, that spread out through with the flux to the rest, and he was kind of a bridge between the mystical realm and the actual realm. And so what I'm looking for here is a modern correlation to it. Now the flux very much permeates the web and technology. So I'm looking for something in any kind of web-based or technology-based parts of the net that appear to show signs of what the wasteland was. They're just not. Go ahead.
So you realize the internet is literally millions of computers all stuck together. Where are you going to start searching for this, and how are you going to narrow down your results?
Your description of the wastelands pretty much sounds like the way the internet is now, so I'm not sure how we would tell the difference in the future.
If the wasteland manifests in the web, okay, then it would. Then if we can detect its presence in some particular place or group of places and track back its history, it's like, how long has this been a wastelandy place in the web? And kind of go through the connections, trace it back to its earliest spot, and that would be its origin.
And do we have any reason to suspect at all that the Wastelands is a non-physical place?
Galahad really hopes so.
The way that flux has manifested itself thus far. For instance, I can fiddle with a lot of technological stuff through magic. And the way that the flux has manifested itself is not necessarily in magic swords and Saxons and everything, but in just general weird stuff that happens within the environment around us.
Right. So why are we thinking that it wouldn't be an actual place that we could just go to?
Well,
in the three-dimensional world meat space that we're in now.
Well, it very well could be, but as the wasteland affected mostly farmland and how people made their living off of the land. These days, almost everyone makes money, including our corporation, off of some kind of technology. So, and it's easier to search a huge swath of that and say, hey, this technology is showing these symptoms, and it's based in this place, maybe we'll look in that place, than it is to literally traverse the globe.
All right.
Unless you would like to literally traverse the globe, in which case I will take your lead.
Obviously, I would rather do that.
Okay, where should we start?
We could just go outside and start wandering. Last time the Wastelands found us, so...
Actually...
I'm figuring that we just start at the first bar and work our way around till we get back.
You laugh, but errantry was how the Fisher King was found the first time.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So, what quests need doing?
All right.
It depends on how hard we want to make things on Stacey.
Okay. Okay. First order of business here. It's going to take you 60 successes to trigger something that will happen related to finding the Fisher King on the net. You can take knights with you, and they can add a flux roll to your results. Each one that does. So basically what's going to happen is you guys are going to decide which knights are going into the net to help Kat. And then she's going to roll her hacking roll, count up all of her successes, and each of the knights that went is going to make a flux die roll and add that number to her successes. Then that number relates to a 4-hour block of searching. So the next time you guys get 4 hours, you can do some more. And I'll keep track of how many successes you have. Then once you get 60, we'll have like it'll trigger something, you know.
Okay. I see no reason for all of us not to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there any reason why we shouldn't all go in?
Well, the only reason would be it takes 4 hours, so if there's other things that need doing in that time period, we could split up. But
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
can
Is there
take-
anything else we're supposed to be doing?
Merlin pings you all and says there's an incoming knight.
HR will take care of him.
And now that you've convinced Lancelot that he needs to go with you guys,
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to leave anybody behind to cock block.
Yeah, exactly. No one has to keep an eye on him.
so let's see. How do we want to have? Okay, in Bedivere, before Bedivere becomes Bedivere and is still. What's the name that you picture your character? Lisa, was it?
Linda.
Linda.
Yeah. She's a dedicated corporate ladder climber, trying to make it good in the new world of high finance and business.
So.
She'll be very disappointed with our company.
I'm not so sure about that. She's already had plenty to be disappointed with.
Oh, come on. Lancelot's not running into the ground yet.
No, in the world she currently runs in. I think you guys have a pretty low bar to beat here.
So where does she currently work?
That's a good question. I kind of left a lot of those details blank just because I wasn't sure the best way to fit into the group. I think the company itself probably doesn't matter too much, although it's probably not a terribly technical position that she fills, even if it is in a technology business.
Okay, so is this a big business? Like, is it one of the mega corporations, or is it like a tinier offshoot of something?
I would think it would be one of the megacorps.
Okay. Okay, let's pick the one that'll be the most annoying.
Okay.
That would actually probably be Globex, but you've already been there. And let's see.
And I've got some thoughts as to how Linda might go about searching for the Fisher King.
Mm.
Didn't we meet an HR middle manager at Globex that was a woman?
That could totally be me.
I just don't remember
Didn't
if that
wasn't-
would require crazy retconning or not.
We met a bunch of weird people at Globex.
Yeah.
Yeah, you met a bunch of little managers. One of them had, yeah, because you guys were brought in as training, so yeah, one of them had to have been an HR person.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was crazy into the birthday stuff. I
Right.
remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Vivian or something? Not Vivian.
No, it wasn't Vivian.
You have to go back to the same place that you just were at.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure her name was Linda.
Right, Linda.
Retcon.
Serendipity.
Yeah, so that's where you have to go back to.
Okay.
How you gonna do that, and which knights you're gonna take with you to go, and which knights you're gonna keep around is up to you guys. I think the only two Grail knights that we have are Gawain and Galahad, right?
Yeah.
Technically Lancelot too.
Yeah, well, obviously. Yeah, I don't think anybody else
Okay.
was on the quest.
I was never big on errantry when I was me, so I'm gonna go.
You died too early for that.
Yeah. Well, I had this country, you see. Responsibilities.
Oh, sure, you are a fancy man in your castle.
So, yeah, I will go to recruit the new knight.
All right. It doesn't really matter which knights you take with you on the search. Well, no, it doesn't matter so much yet.
Well, you did
Yes.
send. I remember at the conference there were like 150 other knights there. Could we send them all in with her? Since all they're doing is adding flux rolls.
No.
Oh.
It has to be a round table knight. Actually, it has to be a player.
Okay.
Was
That's
Galahad?
much more specific.
Was Galahad not a Grail Knight?
Galahad is a Grail Knight. She is,
Galahad would.
but she's not really that interested in going on the Grail quest again.
Yeah, she kind of knocked it out of the park last time.
Yeah.
Got the achievement.
I had everything under control until she came along.
But it's not a Grail
Jesus,
this time,
you know.
so we're set.
What?
Not a Grail this time.
She's also very, very concerned about the wizard who constantly keeps saying that it was her now who brought about the end of everything by choosing the Grail instead of this strange pot that she's never heard of.
Not her. Jesus.
Jesus' fault.
Isn't everything?
Yeah, most things.
Damn it, Jesus!
Fucking Jesus.
Now you just sound anti-Semitic.
Okay. I'm gonna go get a drink. You guys decide who's going where.
Okay.
All right, so we have to go bring Bedivere in, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see.
How does that normally work? How do you guys learn that there's a new knight being awakened?
Merlin usually tells us
Okay.
when somebody appears, or Nimue,
Or there's a prediction of a flux event, so we go there.
and stuff just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Then
Okay, so you guys are actually...
generally after that, there's some kind of a kidnapping. And
Okay. and you guys are actually full members of Night Watch?
Yes.
oh yeah,
Okay.
Owned
I
lock,
suppose-
stock, and barrel.
I suppose the other option would be some or all of us go pick up the new guy, and then we all come with me afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, it shouldn't take 4 hours to pick him up.
No.
It
Or her up.
shouldn't.
I mean, it shouldn't. It's obviously going to, but I don't think if we all went that it would necessarily slow down the search too much.
Well, I don't know. How long did your onboarding take?
My onboarding?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The HR manager walked into the room dressed in green, and I jumped on top of him screaming, "Let's see you get your head back on now!" Tried to chop off his head with the letter opener. Then I was hit with a bunch of tasers and woke up in Night Watch.
So it can take a while.
That was pretty quick, I thought. So yeah, I don't know. We were thinking maybe we just all go pick up Bedivere, since it shouldn't make too much of a difference to the overall search.
Okay.
Since that's going to take forever anyway.
Yeah, and
Then
are
we'll
we
have an additional knight that can go in with us?
are we
Good
picking
point.
up Bedivere, or are we going to a flux event?
Well,
How is this
Merlin isn't really that clear on the matter, actually.
What has it
Get old
usually?
Merlin.
Unless you want to try to get more clarity out of him.
Oh, let's just go and see what happens.
Yeah. Good luck with
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
at our best when we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what we think,
And
too.
I say if we talk this new knight into it, we tell him that the quest we're going on is his training. It's his
nice.
HR orientation.
No, that would be lying. Unless you made it his HR orientation.
I think we should make it his HR orientation. Our HR guy is gone anyway.
That's true. We're basically
There isn't
replacing
anybody to
our guy.
report back on
We're
us.
basically HR.
Okay. Well, I'm not used to being on this side of the argument, so let's go. Let's go in blind.
Seriously,
Perfectly
we always get more screwed up when we plan stuff. We're more in the moment.
All right. So I'll grab my taser and my baton, and let's get ready to go.
Okay.
Should we grab?
Lancelot says he's going to stay behind.
Oh sure. That's a good idea. It's best he doesn't see how the sausage is made.
Galahad, on the other hand, is all for this. So.
Excellent. Is there any particular reason why we would not just be waiting until Bedivere gets out of work and then grab him?
Because what's going to happen is Bedivere is going to suddenly turn into Bedivere from Linda and be very confused.
That was my question.
Yes. All right.
Who answered it? Well, remember what happened with Galahad? She was in the middle of a fight, and she blacked out.
Yeah.
And she would have gotten beat if you guys hadn't come in and rescued. Now, the HR floor for Globex is not a fighter pit in a sex dungeon. So...
No, it's way worse.
That we know of.
Linda's not in nearly as much danger as Galahad was. However, if nobody's there to greet her, who knows what mayhem, that's the word I was thinking of, what mayhem could ensue.
She's on an HR floor. All the mayhem can ensue.
You know, so how are you going to get in is the question. And you do have a contact there now.
What story is it on out of how many stories?
I forget. But it's like on, let's see, I'll make one up, 53.
Out of... I'm just going with roof or not roof.
85.
Okay, not roof.
Like in the middle. HR. They don't put HR.
Is there a 13th floor in this building?
Oh, that's a good question.
No.
They built it old school. There's a half floor where 13 should be.
Nice.
You have a contact. I will.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that girl I tried to get with, right?
Yeah, it's Morgana.
All right.
Maybe we're having a recruiting event.
Wait a
You guys
minute,
could-
Morgana should easily be able to get us in.
Yeah.
Well, you just have to ask her.
All right. I think Morgana's dad should ask her.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely be the one to ask her.
Or Lamorak was hitting on her too. I mean, you have.
I was. I'm leaving myself out of this until I'm sure that I'm the best idea, and I'm not yet.
You all have to go with worse ideas.
Yeah.
Lemerek, never the best idea.
So I'm going to call up Morgana.
It's a good thing you called because she actually decides to answer her phone when you call.
I imagine so. We would have words if she didn't.
You would have words.
Yes.
And then you would not have words when she took them away from you.
All right, little girl. No.
Aww.
I want to do that.
Merlin gave us the heads up that there's something about to go down in the Globex HR department, and we'd like to be able to go in there and make sure it doesn't blow up before into something unmanageable. And so if you could just get us access to get in there for a day, make things a lot smoother.
Well,
Look, we're not trying to hack your computers this time.
well that's good. And take my things. First of all,
Or so you think.
you're going to have to give me a little more detail than that.
No. No.
This is Merlin we're talking about. I mean, how much details does he give?
He's given me plenty of details over the years.
All right. Well, maybe
Much
among
different
you
than that.
wizardy types, you exchange details.
Wizardy types. So what's going to blow up? I need to know for the protection of my own people. I don't trust you knights completely.
There's supposed to be a reincarnation.
Oh, who?
Who?
No. No.
It's some guy who came in long after I was in there, bed something.
That's pretty much from the beginning, Father.
Well, yeah. Look, I don't know any of these guys. At least not from anything but reading the stories, and they all contradict each other.
Why are you dodging my question?
Why are you dodging her question?
Because I got these guys behind me on the call who are listening to my end. We're going to kick my ass if they think I've given you too much information.
Oh, just tell her it's Bedivere.
Be your own man.
You are a king. Come on.
Yeah, it's Bedivere.
Oh, all right.
I mean, he's not like the biggest badass in the bunch, right?
He didn't have a complicated relationship with her, so.
Hey, sometimes a complicated relationship is all you got, all right?
Oh yeah. No offense.
Okay, when you go, you might need a robot hand.
A robot hand.
Yes.
Why?
In one of the stories, he lost a hand.
Oh, all right.
In other stories,
Also,
he did.
you get to make the joke that you can give him a hand.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna leave the humor to you.
Please don't.
Because you're so much better at it than I am.
That's the worst plan ever.
Well, okay, let's go with the plan.
The humor part.
Yeah.
Worst plan. Don't leave the humor up to him. It will be terrible.
All right.
So do I need to roll like influence or something?
Yeah. Roll to influence your daughter.
Okay. It's been a long time. Remind me, I'm rolling 2 6-siders.
Yeah, and
Taking the highest.
taking the highest,
Right.
and then adding that to whatever your. Where does that roll?
Wit and influence are 7. Wit and influence together are 7.
But if you roll a 6, you can re-roll it and add.
Right. Okay. I got a 5 and a 2, so that's a grand total of 12.
I'm gonna say that's a success.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not gonna be any more difficult. And that would have been 9. So how many did you get? 12.
12.
All right. I'll get how many people are coming?
How many people did we want to bring? 2, 3?
All of us.
Yeah, I think we're all going.
7.
I think that's a little much, guys.
Bring the van.
Some of us can wait in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can get 4 of you in.
All right. 4 will be
I will
20.
wait in the van.
I am going to work on the robot hand.
That settles it.
Okay. All right then. I'll make sure that they have your credentials at the front desk. When are you going? When is this? Merlin said it was going to happen at 3:00 in the afternoon. About.
So we
Missions
will.
aren't accurate.
Right. So we're going to want to get there at least by 2.
Very
I
loud.
was thinking
We're lucky.
2:45 would be fine.
15 minutes before.
Yeah.
Just run upstairs, grab them.
Yeah. Exactly.
We could get there first thing in the morning and just follow her around.
Are you
Just
still
watching her.
Are you still
How are you feeling? You okay? All right.
Okay.
We still have those gardener uniforms.
Well, what I was thinking was that we're there to follow up on our previous visit to find out what effects on the workplace environment have happened since we were there last.
We'll go do an assessment.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
The only anomaly that came up was Linda, so we have to follow her around.
We're all just gonna
Out
walk
of the
around.
whole company, your name came up.
Just walk around with tablets, staring at people. No. Go about your work. Pretend I'm not here.
All right. Who's going in?
I'll go in.
Go
Oh
along.
yeah, you're gonna need someone who can talk.
Dagonet. Gorloy.
I mean, I think everyone except the Fishers got volunteered. There were 4 slots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that works.
Well, Galahad.
Oh, yeah. Galahad can stay in the van.
Probably good since neither of us are knights, so I think that's a
Galahad
good
can
plan.
protect you in case something goes wrong.
In the van.
In the van, which she's very irritated at having to be in.
Who knows?
Well, you can stand outside if you want.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Yeah, it's more about where she's not allowed to go.
You know,
than
it's
about
your
where she
bad
needs to
attitude that made you fail at the Grail quest. I just want you to know that.
I wasn't looking for the grail.
I just want to say you failed again. Just
Yeah.
Fix that box.
When I found the grail, it wasn't a cup. It was a rock on a silver platter, and the Fisher King had left it in his kitchen. Yes. Then all of a sudden, you come in with a big cup, and everybody's all excited.
Well, yeah. Okay. Okay. When you get there, 3 of you stay in the van, the other 4 of you go inside, and Morgana is actually waiting at the what was it, the kiosk, the security desk with your visitor badges, and she says, "I'll be your escort."
Yay!
I mean, yay! That was some player bleeding into character.
All right, so how are you guys gonna approach this? It's 2:00. You've got about an hour. It's 2:15 by the time you get through security. She does point out that she can't prevent you from having to go through the scanners. So if you have anything metal or like a weapon.
No. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay.
Well, I have the talking sword with me again, so... But that's just, part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The talking sword has to be peace tight, remember.
Yes, of course.
All right. So you guys head in and you go upstairs to the HR floor where there is the receptionist. I forget what her name is, but she's really bubbly.
Yes. She was remarkably happy.
Effervescent.
It's like Cindy or something,
Bubbles.
really exciting. And she gasps when she sees you all again and says, "Oh, you're back! Do you need more footage?"
Yes.
We're
We're here mostly for the firings.
Oh, no. Is this the day where we find out?
Oh, you're going to find out.
Reassignment. Oh, well, that's a little less terrifying than being fired, at least.
Yeah, we've assessed everyone's strengths, so it's time to talk about how best everyone can grow in their roles, or in other roles.
Well, we weren't expecting you today. At this point in time, Morgana has kind of stepped off to the side a little bit and is just letting you guys do.
That was all part of the plan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're just here to observe the effects of our visit on the office environment.
So just observe then. You won't need to
Yeah, we won't be having any events. We're just here to observe. Pretend we're not here.
Okay, that's kind of hard. Okay.
Where's Linda sit?
Oh, Linda who?
What's Linda's last name?
Reeves.
Reeves.
She is in one of the offices down the hall, the one that has like 3 other people in it. You should see her nameplate will be right. What did she do?
Nothing.
Are you sure? Why would
No.
you single her out?
She asked too many questions.
Oh. Well, I suppose down that way.
Thank you.
All right. Morgana stops to talk to her.
I imagine you would.
What are you guys doing?
Let's go down and stand outside her office.
We're not all going to stand right outside her office. I'm staying with Morgana.
I've got an iPad. I can put up appearances.
We can just lean against the wall casually.
I'm building a robot arm.
Yes, that sounds exactly like something our wizard should be doing.
It's. You know what? You'll see it when it's done.
Yep.
It's a magic robot arm.
Yeah, it's going to end up like Ash's hand, trying to kill all of us.
You're not technically wrong.
All right. Galahad can't stand staying in the van, so she does leave.
Does someone send us like an incoming message?
Yeah, I was going to say, one of you should warn us that she's taking off.
Yeah.
She's not leaving, she's just standing outside the van.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
okay.
good.
And she says that loudly on her comm.
All right. Standing around outside's fine.
She says, however, there does appear to be a storm brewing above only this building. Just thought you should know.
Interesting.
Okay.
What kind of storm?
Lightning is supposed to be purple.
Ooh. Nice.
Do we have some way to get the wizard on the roof?
I have several ways to get me on the roof.
Get to the roof, wizard!
Yeah, get me to the roof, wizard.
Well, I guess I'm the wizard because none of you know the magic word.
You're right.
They're nice, they're not
Wizard, will you please go to the roof and check that out?
I'd be happy to, Dagonet. I'd love to. Watch the robot arm. I'll be back. I step outside.
Is this wise?
Nope. All right. How's the weather looking? We're just near the van.
Well, where you and Galahad are standing, it looks there's a dark storm cloud that's getting darker and darker and darker. That's just above the. It's like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And except instead of like there's purple and green lightning coming out and occasionally like hitting the top of the building, but.
Wait. Purple lightning is hitting the top of the building?
And green lightning.
And they want me to go to the top of the building.
What's the holdup?
This is a terrible plan. Can I magnify my my iPhone piece to see if I can recognize this lightning a little bit closer?
Do you want to roll?
Just perception?
What do we make a like magic knowledge roll? Do we come up with something like that?
Yeah.
Like
I think unless it's a type of unless it's witchcraft. If it's any of the other types of magic, then if it's witchcraft, then I just have my regular magic. But if not, then I'll add 8.
it's not witchcraft.
Okay. Well, I got a 10.
Hooray.
Not enough.
Well,
No frickin' idea.
So Galahad says, "You don't know what that is, do you?"
off the top of my head, does the storm appear to be centered on one location?
Yes, this location.
Flux event. Flux event. That's exactly what it is, folks. It's a flux event.
Huh. Is there a lightning rod?
Well, it's a very tall building, and they've made it taller by putting a pole at the top. So you could technically call that a lightning rod.
Okay, is there an observation deck?
Oh, definitely. There's a roof.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to fly up there. Let's see. Who wants to come with me?
You, Galahad, and the hacker outside. Your options are limited.
I do not want to get hit by lightning, but thanks.
Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to take my wand that doubles the number of targets, and I'm going to cast Flight Time.
All right.
Like
Allows me and Galahad to fly.
Oh God.
If I don't mess it up. I don't. I needed 13. I got 15.
Poor Galahad. Okay, so you guys just go flying up to the top then.
Yes.
Is this just like, does it just make you fly suddenly, or do you like suddenly just know how to fly? Does it say?
Flight belt. Fly at running speed, up to 800 up to 800 feet.
You're gonna have to cast it again.
It's 53 stories up. How
I
much
can double that.
speed is a story? Oh right, your wand doubles that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're one double.
Or because I made it by 2, that can double it.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. You guys.
Typically, a story is
sorry.
between 15 and 20 feet.
Top
depending
you're
on the
going,
building.
yeah, and you're going all the way to top, right? Okay. Well, doubling it because of the wand, that should do it. Okay. You get up to the observation deck, and Galahad makes use of her electric shield to keep you from getting electrocuted.
Yeah, that was my
Right.
plan.
And she says, "Why are we up here now?" All right. In the meantime, pause. Inside, you guys are kind of standing outside Linda's office, and she's working on something tedious and menial and terrible. And she's just getting ready to get up and refill a cup of coffee or tea or whatever she happens to like. When all of a sudden things start going. I've watched too much Doctor Who lately. Things
Bonkers.
just go a little wibbly wobbly.
Oh.
And your vision starts kind of fading in and out. So you feel like you're starting to black out. And you guys see Linda stand up from her seat and start to waver a little.
Right?
Wait, start to waver?
Like she's gonna faint?
Or like she's gonna disappear?
Yeah.
Weave a little. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Dorian
I
knows
wasn't sure if it's like a dream sequence thing going on with her, and all of a sudden she'll be gone,
No.
or if she's gonna swoon.
No, not like Morgana disappeared that one time.
Okay.
She just looks like she's gonna faint.
Oh, all right.
Have
Okay.
a-
I run in and grab her.
Yeah.
Right.
You just set her back in her seat, right? That's a good
Whoa,
place to be.
who are you?
Oh.
Are you the 3 o'clock?
Yes.
All right. You know what? I'm finishing up looking at some quarterly metrics reports. Let me just. You know what? I'm getting myself a cup of coffee. Do you want to have a seat out in the lounge, and I'll go get you a coffee too?
There's no time.
You
She
start
kind of
to
looks at her.
feel really dizzy and you get a really bad headache.
Oh wow! Sorry, just a second. I am gonna have to sit down for a minute. Could you just maybe wait out in the lobby? I'll be right with you. I'm very sorry about this.
We need to be here. This will all make sense soon.
And then you black out.
There we
Okay.
All right.
All right. All
go. Gotta
right.
watch the
Let's
clock.
go.
It's gonna beat the clock.
Now you're like sitting there waiting for the reset.
Mm-hmm.
So meanwhile, I'm going to run to the employee lounge and fill up a pitcher of water and run back,
Okay.
just so we're ready.
Okay.
Oh, and it's the receptionist had said that she shared the room. Are her office mates there?
Yeah, they are, and they're very concerned about their friend.
You two, quick, go!
Where?
Down to medical, right now!
Wait, that's the plan.
I don't know. How else are we going to get him out of there?
There's gonna be more officials here now. No, it's fine. It's fine.
So?
You're right.
By the time they get back up here, this will be over, and we'll be out with her.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. I
And
think
even if they don't, it just means more people we can punch our way through.
that does sound appealing.
Meanwhile, on the observation deck, the sky above the building begins to open up, and you see the shadow of wings, like wyvern wings, sliding by.
Nice.
Just on the other side of the flux window that's opening up. To which Galahad says, "Yes!" Don't
Guys.
get yourself killed.
Through the comm, guys, Galahad's excited. What's going on up there?
I can only presume there's something for her to fight.
Also, she can fly.
Oh.
That was pretty awesome too.
Oh, I'm fixing to cast a bunch of spells on her.
Okay. Okay. Oh, she says, oh, I think there's a wyvern coming out of this flux window that's opening up here.
Let's do this thing. When I can, I'm going to cast Resize.
Resize to what? Oh my god.
Well, that's up to you. It says I can enlarge the target to twice as big.
Okay.
But I want to know if I can increase the difficulty. Can I make that bigger?
There's rules for that, isn't there?
There
That's
are.
Honey, I Shrunk Galahad.
There are things like range and target and duration, but when it comes to like the actual effect of the spell, that's kind of up to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
So do you care if I make Galahad, say, 6 times as big?
So if she
Attack of the 50-foot woman! Yes!
she's about 5'10".
Okay, 30 feet. All right, whatever.
30 feet. Yeah, actually, I think the building would support her okay, I think.
Well, she
Oh,
can
easily,
fly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Superstructure of a building like that, no problem.
Yeah.
If
6 times
you
larger would be
If
180
she can fly,
times
so the building
heavier.
doesn't have to support her.
That's right, she could fly. How long does that flight thing last?
8 minutes.
Okay.
if you enlarge Galahad, do her weapons also enlarge?
Yeah.
Ooh, she could be gigantic and naked.
And have really tiny weapons.
No, the stuff you have on you also increases its size.
Okay. Okay, alright.
But Galahad's a martial artist. She's okay with fighting naked.
Literally. Go.
It was what she did for a living.
Have you rolled yet for that?
I have not rolled for that because I need to know the difficulty first. So I need to know if I could make her as big, like 6 times as big.
Your difficulty is 13.
Okay. I rolled a 13, and I add, I think, 11 to it.
Awesome. So you did very well. And she's growing. In the meantime, Linda's brain reboots, and when it comes back, it's mostly Bedivere to start with, but your memories are basically integrating with one another to become one person that is a combination of both of them. And you recognize all of the knights around you, even though you don't recognize them, if that makes sense.
So as she's coming to, as she's getting a little woozy looking, I'm going to throw the water in her face.
Yes. Welcome back.
And the person who threw the water in my face, is that somebody I recognize, or is that
Yeah, Dagonet
the hacker?
was
Yeah, Dagonet would have been around with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once she looks a little less dazed, I'm going to throw her a Futurama, "Welcome to the world of tomorrow!"
Deja vu. Somebody just did that in one of my Storium games, that exact thing.
Services for the Church of Zombie Jesus are on Sunday.
I'll let Linda react.
Have we been reunited?
We're getting the band back together.
And we're feeling so good.
Are we looking for Arthur?
Yep.
Always.
I'm in.
Awesome. Let's go.
Let's go quickly.
Hey, I got an idea, Galahad says over the comms. Maybe you could come up instead of going down.
Well,
What exactly is going
Actually,
on
have you
up there,
have your
Galahad?
weapon. What?
What exactly is going on up there, Galahad?
Oh, never mind, I got it.
I think I might have to clock out a little early.
band, so once we got Bedivere in hand, we're going down to the band.
Wait.
Hold on.
Gorloy, can you get Morgana on the line?
She's standing right next to him.
Yeah.
I thought she was still downstairs.
Put it on speakerphone. Here you go. Yeah. As if she doesn't know everything that's going on already.
We need access to weapons, and we need access to the roof.
So fellas, I can get you access to the roof.
Look at that.
Yeah.
But give me a minute. What happened to Ronald and Stacy?
We sent them on an errand. They're in medical.
They're boiling water and,
And clean
Ripping
towels.
sheets and stuff, yeah.
Are they coming back?
Yes.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Let's not raise too much of a stink. I imagine I imagine we don't exactly want to bring too much attention to what we're doing here. Is that right?
Oh, that's right. Your memories haven't fully integrated about how we do things.
There is a
in HR.
explain to Bedivere that there is a magical gate opening up over the building, and wyverns are going to come out. What we're doing here is going to be the least of anyone's worries.
Yeah.
I think you just did.
Fantastic. Let me clock out first and inform everyone that I'm taking the rest of the day as a sick day. So Linda returns to her computer,
Oh, God.
begins to log a few messages. There are protocols that I do have to follow, and if I don't set the right example,
Linda.
I lose all my credibility.
Ah,
Wyvern.
John, you must have worked in HR.
You said you needed a suit. Okay, so she finishes up with her, 10 minutes or probably not 10 minutes. She finishes up with about 2 minutes worth of paperwork.
Before
Okay,
they
I'm ready.
drag her
Shuts down her
bodily away from
workstation.
I just kick her computer screen. There you go, let's go.
All right, I'm coming.
Linda. Protocols. Security room. Need to know. Now.
All right.
Corloy
So-
turns to Morgana and says, "Are there any weapons handy that we can grab because we need to handle this wyvern thing on the roof?"
Weapons. I'm sure there's some in some security somewhere location.
Well, come with
Oh,
me.
hey, actually,
I
Morgana,
remember
you're
where
a
that
powerful
was.
sorceress. Can you come too?
I remember where that was from the last time we were here. I will bring Morgana to the security room, have her tell them to open up the lockers.
Can I send a message to security and let them know that I've got a couple of potential new hires that I need to give a tour of the building to, and to please open up access to the roof to us?
Yes. Yes.
Potential new maintenance crew members, and they need to be able to access the roof.
Okay. All right. So you get access for your visitors to the roof, and Corloy and Morgana go to the security office, where they have all of the weapons hidden away, which are mostly guns. Because
Good. That'll work just fine.
okay, good.
I'm going to the roof.
Yeah,
I will
to the roof.
wrestle the wyvern until they get up here.
Yeah.
Which is
I
what
got my
Galahad-
sword, so
Okay. How did your roll go?
Oh,
What was
my
that?
roll went swimmingly.
Swimmingly? Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. So how okay, so Galahad has grown to how many times? We say she was 30 feet
30
tall?
feet.
30
Yeah.
feet tall.
So that's
And
30 feet tall.
feet wide.
What?
And feet wide.
Oh, yeah. Twice. And she's valiantly fighting off the wyvern, who is a bit smaller than she is.
Is the door to the flux still open?
Yes.
The portal.
Yes.
Can I fly through it?
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask, is this something we can take to get into the wasteland to...
What happens if you fly?
Perhaps if Galahad had been more civil to the wyvern, we could have caught a ride in.
Civil.
well, I mean, she could easily pick us all up and throw us through,
Ah, that works.
or we could just hold on to her and she could fly there. If she could fly.
Gorloy is grabbing 4 automatic rifles and as much ammunition as you can carry, slinging 2 over each shoulder and is on his way to the roof.
Okay.
Good man.
What's
You want
cat?
to toss me one of those, Gorloy?
As soon as I reach you.
Right. Okay, so you all meet up
Fair enough.
close to the roof. And I imagine pass out weaponry.
Yep.
Okay.
In the meantime, the wizard flies into the flux window and disappears.
Perfect.
Of course he does.
Like Iron Man!
Why wouldn't he? All right.
After
Face now. And I'm sorry, but you need to roll a new character.
Wait, no, I have a spell for this.
No, you're not yet.
I can survive a certain number of rounds in space.
Okay. I'll tell you what happens to you in a minute. Cat,
yes.
are you saying
Yes. However, I was going to ask, after our wizard goes through the flux window, do I still get his comm signal and stuff?
No, his comm signal goes off.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Great.
It would be fantastic if you really were knitting this whole time. With all this going on, it just cuts back to you in the van.
Quite honestly, if the robot arm got left in the van, even if it's a magic robot arm, I'm messing with that robot. Like, I'm gonna have a remote in option. I'm gonna add Wi-Fi. It's gonna glow.
Vibrate!
Nice.
Vibrate, oh my god.
I made it myself.
Okay. So 30-foot tall Galahad is fighting the wyvern.
Yep.
How does it even alter somebody's stats?
That, I believe, is going to be up to you, kiddo.
A
Damn it.
30-foot person has melee and movement times 6, and their defense is at 1/6.
Oh, hey, you actually put that in chat or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Well, that makes her obscenely dangerous.
yeah, I think she's turning the wyvern into paste.
Cool.
Just
That
having
was the plan.
so much fun. All right, so yeah,
The only
she's
other question is, why did you wait so long to embigify somebody?
We weren't in that much danger yet.
you gotta have the room to do it too.
Yeah.
You realize we have fought a wyvern before, right? One that you made.
Yeah, that is true.
It was fine. We were
The fates work in mysterious ways.
yeah.
Ah.
It was your destiny.
It's your destiny to only have the good
Fight
things.
that wyvern I made. Don't question fate.
Oh, I'll question fate.
Did we ever send that old guy a new dog?
No, not really.
Oh man, gotta take
Poor
care of that. Yeah.
We probably had one of our company functionaries do it.
Oh, okay.
That's right. It was part of the cleanup crew was to go
Alright. Replace the dog.
go in and clean everything up, get rid of the corpse, and
He
go
wakes
to
up, he has the exact same dog.
Same markings. Squeakers.
Flash one of those little things from Men in Black. Nothing happened. Okay, so Galahad is making paste out of the wyvern, and the wizard is missing, and she says to all of you guys when you arrive, the idiot wizard just, launched himself through the portal there. Maybe I should go after him. I can fly, and I'm 30 feet tall.
Lord, don't go after him.
What?
Did
I
he
can't
say?
hear you, Tiny Gawain!
Oh. All right, go ahead.
Can't she just reach into the void and feel around, see if she can grab him?
You realize she's gonna end up pulling out Cthulhu or something, right?
Let up my sleeve, presto!
Gotta get a new hat.
So, Arthur, when you come through the portal, you're obviously still flying, and you see what looks like the medieval English countryside.
Cool. Does my
And medieval because you don't see, skyscrapers
does my iPhone work?
or no, you have no service here.
Can I take pictures?
Yeah.
All right, I want to see if I can get up some height and take some pictures of the countryside.
A giant hand comes through the portal and starts feeling around while you're doing that.
Does the portal look like it's closing?
No.
Then I got a minute.
Did you dodge?
Well, no, I can't dodge for squat. If she wants to grab me, she can probably grab me, but...
Well, she can't see you, so it's not so you can actually dodge pretty easy.
Yeah, just get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So you can send us a sign that we should follow you or something.
So she says, maybe I should just throw you all through.
I think that would be a really bad idea, Galahad. It's just
Great.
I think
totally
you should. I
in favor
think
of
you
it.
should throw us all through.
Let's do it.
Yeah, send me to a place where there are no signals. I think not. Don't do that.
I can magic you a signal tower.
Well, we need you to stay here to try and bring us back.
Yeah, I say we have the opportunity. We should go through the portal.
Oh, wait. How tall is she?
30 feet.
Nah, I won't do it.
Why would you need?
I prefer to bring my sword with me, but let's do it.
Oh yeah, so she can't reach down and pick up your sword.
Yeah, she's not quite there.
There you go. All right. So
we have had some really bad ideas in the past.
hey, this is a bad one too.
This is the best. This is the best bad idea we've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't see how this could be bad.
Toss me.
You know you want
He
to.
says, actually, I've got a better idea. I can fly. Why don't you guys all climb onto me?
All right.
All
We're gonna
right.
help Galahad.
I am not going. Not going. I don't care if all of you go. I
Galahad,
am not
grab Gorloy.
going.
Morgana says, I'm going.
What is wrong with you,
on.
woman?
Your daughter knows what's up.
All right. We're
Quick
going to
pit
regret this.
stop.
I know it.
Quick pit stop at the
If we're
van.
lucky.
Okay, dudes, do I need to come up to the roof? Because this
No,
is
we'll
nonsense.
meet you down there. We have a flying 30-foot giant She'll.
Yeah,
she'll
okay.
Oh, jeez.
She can just pick up the
Man.
whole van.
This sounds terrible.
It
It's
is.
going to be awesome.
We're knights. We never have good ideas.
I
We
have good
great
ideas.
Next time we're making a plan.
No plans.
This is a plan.
It is.
It's a bad plan.
Quickly to the breach.
Can you grab me and Gorloy's sword while you when you get out of the van? Thanks.
Yeah. I will. I unload all the weapons and keep
Just
some of them.
onto the sidewalk, because why not? A giant's about to be there.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be good.
and she flies down and everybody picks up their weaponry and then
And
we
a
have
hacker.
extra weapons for poor Bedivere who only has a gun at the moment because there's like,
Oh.
melee
Is,
weapons.
is it a gun-free workplace?
It is a gun-free workplace, but
Then I may have a taser on me.
well, but they can give you a sword, which might be useful. I'm just saying.
Or maybe we can find him a magic sword.
A magic sword?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
a magic
say no,
sword, wherever
but-
we're gonna go.
Didn't they just pull like a bunch of assault rifles out of the?
Yeah, you guys have rifles. You have-
I'm comfortable with the rifle.
Okay.
Nice.
Linda's not particularly good at the fighting anyway.
Right.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, no. I mean, but
Hey, guys! Please don't let me die in this place. Please.
don't
Don't
worry,
let
we
me die.
won't let you die any place that doesn't have an internet connection.
Thank God. Because, it's been a while since my last backup. I want to die in this place.
We won't let you die.
If we're really lucky, you'll be the only one who doesn't die.
In all likelihood, that's probably how it'll turn out because.
Yes.
This
All right,
is
are we
a
ready?
terrible idea.
Let's
It
go!
really is.
do
Let's
it.
go.
Before anyone has any second thoughts.
Come on!
All right,
Once more unto the breach, old friends.
Galahad lifts off and takes you through the portal to the wizard's alarm. The portal starts closing just before the knights get there, and then closes immediately after they get in.
Wait, what?
Woohoo!
Fuck.
Just made it.
You idiots!
Hey, we were following you.
I was just going to leave.
We didn't know that!
Oh, sure. You couldn't send us a message. No.
I couldn't do you fools! Okay, well I guess we're stuck here.
I just look at Morgan and like,
There'll be another Flux event. Come on.
Galahad lands and lets everybody off.
Nice.
probably just in time to shrink back to normal size.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I go back to normal size now?
You
Yeah,
want
ironic
to?
if Giant Galahad was.
No, I always have wanted to be a giant of the realm.
How long's it been?
Probably about, how long does it last?
20 minutes.
Probably been about
No.
15.
40 minutes.
40 minutes? Okay, it's gonna be a little longer.
I guess this makes us a fly-by-night operation, huh?
Oh.
Oh!
But by the
No.
time you guys are done deciding what you're gonna do, she will be back to normal. Because I know you all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my dear.
Okay.
Now you are all in the equivalent of the medieval English countryside. Camelot
Man.
is probably east. No,
All
That
right.
way.
it's west.
Okay.
Okay.
It's to the west.
Walk around
Well,
holding my
Oh,
phone
we're
like this. No, there's no bars here.
They're called pubs over here.
Worthless.
Here they're called pubs.
Tavern.
So,
Buttons.
anybody know how this is supposed to work?
Well, if when I was flying up, did I see a castle?
Not nearby.
Well, crap.
What?
Did I see?
Are we going to meet ourselves? Are we going to alter the time stream or something?
Did I see or even a barn?
You saw a farm.
To the farm!
And a tiny
Get to
little
the farm.
Do we look the way we did 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, you look like
We've
yeah.
got assault rifles over our shoulders,
You're dressed in modern clothing.
stuff like that.
We're going to freak out anybody we run into.
Yep.
Well, no.
Okay, as long as we're okay with that.
We'll
It
just say we're
depends
French.
on where we are and who they are.
Galahad says, "Hey,
Mentioned-
I am French."
Exactly.
What
Does
do you
anybody
say?
have a knife?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I borrow it?
Yes.
What are you going to turn it into?
Mind your
Probably a
business.
wyvern.
Oh, he's gonna use some blood magic to give us all medievally clothes, right? That's what you wizards do.
I cut a druid's tonsure in my hair.
I knew it. Wait. No, that's not what I was expecting at all.
So when they ask if I look weird, I'm, of the gods. To the farm.
Okay. So once
Yeah.
Galahad comes down.
Okay, so he's going to get burned at the stake.
So Arthur, you would know you're in Faerie.
Yes.
Okay. Just in case
That-
anybody was wondering.
That is me Sorry. That is me identifying myself to weird creatures.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, then.
So you all go marching towards the farm.
The fairy farm.
Galahad complains that she doesn't have a horse within the first 5 minutes.
None of us have horses.
Well, that's a problem for all of us then.
Yes,
Anyone have a
it is. I
coconut?
agree.
Beautiful day, and it's absolutely just gorgeous out. It's much nicer than it was with the storm that was happening all around you prior to your sudden departure into Faerie. And when you get to the actual tiny settlement, there's a couple of farmers out herding some sheep, and they watch you all arrive with wide eyes, and a whole bunch of them go back into their little houses.
Slam the doors, shutter the windows.
You there? I'm calling after one of them and waving my tie in the air.
Hello.
Hello. I'm going somewhere with this.
The
Definitely
boy,
going somewhere.
a boy who is a shepherd is stayed out and looks at you strangely.
Boy, in what sense?
Boy, in what sense?
Like 8 or like 16?
Oh, like 16. Yeah, like.
Excellent.
Are
Will
you-
his clothes fit me? This will be nightly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna show him my tie. How are you? I need to hear what kind of English he speaks.
He says in a nice, crisp English accent.
Okay.
Well, actually, a foreigner one. A peasant accent.
Excellent. Are you gonna do it?
Maybe no.
I want to hear you say "blimey."
Blimey, mate. I should sound like a pirate if I tried.
Yeah.
I actually said earlier, and I was like, I'm a pirate. There's no way I'm doing this.
I'm gonna show him my tie and ask him, "How much do you think you could fetch for this much silk?"
He looks at it and runs his fingers over it and considers quite the sum, I'd say.
More than your clothes are worth?
He looks down at his kind of bedraggled peasant. Well, yeah.
I'll give this to you for the clothes off your back and directions to Camelot.
He looks at the tie and then he looks at himself and he's, but sir, if I give you the clothes off my back, what will I wear?
You've got something inside, I'm sure.
Oh, well, would you rather have the clothes I haven't been wearing that are inside than the clothes that I'm currently wearing?
Whatever suits your fancy. Kid. I need clothes. My friends need clothes. However many clothes you can fetch me, I'll
But
give you this tie.
Do you have more silk for more clothes?
We all do. We are very wealthy people. We wear silks about our necks. We are so wealthy.
That is indeed interesting. Are you not afraid that somebody will strangle you with your silk?
No, we are mighty warriors.
I see.
Now bring me some clothes. And tell me where to find your king.
And take me to your leader.
Peasant clothes. Which Galahad refuses. But she's dressed closely enough to a knight that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, she wears a duster, and
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
she doesn't wear a suit or skirt.
Yeah.
She looks like a security person. She looks like a cop, except not a detective cop. So the rest of you change clothes. Are you leaving all of your clothes behind? Are you taking
No.
some of them with you? Or?
I'm not changing
No.
clothes.
No one's changing clothes. All right,
I'm wearing a black turtleneck and black trousers. I don't look all that weird.
all right, man.
You look like a bohemian. Linda, however, probably has heels on.
I'll throw a cloak on, but this is an expensive suit.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to ditch my armor weave.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm keeping my suit weave.
As long as you all understand that this means I am handling undercover operations.
Isn't
Off
that your
we go.
job?
No, not at all.
I don't know, you've
Actually,
been doing
my-
pretty well so far. I've been impressed.
My usual gear is traditional armor, so I'd have been good if we'd had the van along.
All right, well, with my useless tangent then aside, let's head on. Did he give us directions to Camelot? Can he give us directions to Camelot?
The King's Road is about 10 miles north of here, and that'll take you directly to Camelot. But Camelot hasn't been visited in hundreds of years.
Oh no, what year is it?
Oh.
I mean, by your European calendar.
Oh. It's.
That's right, they use the metric system.
He gives you a date.
Usually, it's often in the terms of how many years since the last coronation. So, year so-and-so of King such and such.
And
Yeah.
I won't know what to do with that information, but I bet one of you guys will.
He does give you that, but it's nobody that you've ever heard of, and it's a year that you've never heard of.
Okay.
Hmm.
Who rules
King
this land?
Ralph.
Who rules this land?
Oh,
Yeah, put the game master on the spot.
Sorry.
Be nice.
Can you give me until I haven't prepped? Hey, if you guys want to go through the flex of it, why not let you? And let's do something new and exciting. And
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll be a better player. Does Baron Solwick rule this land?
Ah,
Baron who?
Solwick?
No, he says we currently don't have a king. Or queen.
is it because your queen is Queen Elizabeth II and you're a cosplayer?
What is a strange word, cosplayer?
Okay,
No,
just checking.
don't do it.
Wait, are you just a really good cosplayer? Doesn't really matter.
Forgive him. He's mad.
Stop tormenting the peasants.
To
Morgana.
whom do you pay your taxes?
Morgana, who's growing bored of this, who was amused but is now growing bored of this, says the Faerie is ruled by a set of elder fae. It has not had a king since Arthur was the last one.
I know. I wanted to see if they reported to a particular she in particular, like if there was a baron or whatever over this land.
Right, I'm going to take Morgan aside, and it's like, all right, you thought this was a good idea. What do you think we should do at this point?
What do I think you should do? I respectfully have no opinion.
No, I know you. You had a plan when you decided that this was a good idea.
Did I?
No, yes, I really think you did.
Well,
either that or it was just to fuck with me. That's the other option.
Gorloy. She may have had a plan, but things change. She may be formulating a plan now, but she doesn't have to tell us.
She may have just been bored with Tristan.
Very true.
All right. I'm just going to look tough and make sure you guys don't get killed, and that's going to be the extent of my contribution because you guys are all mad.
She smiles serenely. I could come to like you.
So let me get this straight. This isn't England.
Not
it's
exactly.
Some sort of fairyland. But this guy, and I'm pointing at the kid, this guy's here. I always thought it would be a little punchier.
Give it a minute.
Give it a minute.
It could be like, going to Scotland or something. It's not like castles are everywhere, but boy, you walk along long enough and suddenly castles. It could be boring for a long stretch and then all of a sudden fairy stuff.
Well, let's go find some fairy stuff.
I'm with you.
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right.
You probably head to Camelot since nobody's been there in 1,000 years or whatever.
It's as good a place as any.
Galahad said, "Are we gonna walk?"
Oh, Jesus.
Do they have horses? These farmers have horses?
Probably not.
Probably not, but do they?
I have a mule. The boy said.
Yeah, there you go, Galahad.
No. All right, fine, we'll walk.
Wizard, can you turn these stones into horses or something?
Yeah, for like a minute.
Oh. God!
You keep doing it over and over again every minute?
Yeah, but then my magic will eventually run out. I'll take head wounds and die.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
It's like an acceptable risk.
Great. The wizard has magic that runs out.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know how my magic works here. Hadn't tried it yet.
Maybe you should. That'd be funny.
Well, you...
But eventually, I'm going to need
Pardon me,
try to summon a
I thought we had a quest. I thought we were looking for Arthur.
That's what we're doing now.
We're on it.
Yes,
This
Galahad
is the
said,
way we
Do we have any reason to think he's at Camelot?
we're looking for a mysterious cauldron that was destroyed.
Oh, I've got a better
Do
idea.
we have any reason to think that's in Camelot?
We have no reason to think it's not.
Yes, let's take the route of everywhere possible in the entire world in both dimensions.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm
possible that
saying.
a more systematic approach would be more effective.
Yes.
We might
If we
find-
don't have horses, do we have 2 halves of a coconut?
I've been biting my tongue on that for a long time.
What were you going to say, Dagonet?
Yes, but we don't have any squires.
Where was this magic? Good.
No, we might find some clues or books or something in Camelot. So there might be some kind of records that we can.
It makes as much sense as anything else.
The information at Camelot will probably be slightly more useful than what the pig farmer knows.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Though I don't
Say
know
in
how
relation to pig farming.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Oh man.
Um,
Is this about you becoming king again?
okay, that was the next suggestion.
Okay.
This is as a player.
Oh.
I would like to suggest that since Stacy is obviously making shit up as she goes along at this point, and we've really thrust her into a difficult proposition. And given that we've been playing for close to 2 hours, well, an hour and 3/4.
Yeah, we're close to the save point.
And I think this is a good time to take a break, give her a week to pull something out, and perhaps it will be a better experience for that.
I think that's a good idea.
Having been a game master in this situation, I would have called time about 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
I don't know. I think Stacy can handle it myself, but
yeah, well, you were getting to the point where I was going to call time. It's basically I wanted you guys to set up a plan and know where you're going so that I know what to actually plan for.
Yeah.
I say we go to Camelot.
Yes, it is a silly place.
It's literally the only landmark we have.
Yeah, so let's do that. That's where we're gonna go.
Okay.
And oh my God, what are we gonna tell Lancelot when we get back?
We're going to tell him a lot of awesome stuff.
I think a lot of it will depend on what year it is when we get back.
Yeah.
Lancelot could be long dead by the time we return.
Yeah, Faerie, time doesn't move the same in Faerie than it does in the real world, so...
No.
So if things work out here, we may never have to go back, which would be awesome.
We're taking over Faerie.
Hey, I love questing through Faerie. Depending on the story, I married like 7 different fairy women.
That's awfully big of you.
Oh boy.
In the name of starting next game, hitting the ground running,
Yo.
I need information. The fairy realm assumedly has all of the same places as the real world, it seems like, maybe?
Probably not.
Okay.
It has the British Isles at the moment, that's all you know.
Got it.
Well, it has England at the moment, that's all you know. But it's easy to presume that the entirety of the British Isles are there because really Faerie starts in Ireland.
Right. And where was this magic cauldron in?
Ireland.
It was in Ireland.
Or is it the Welsh one or the Irish one? Actually, it's both, isn't it?
Yeah, it got shifted back and forth, so where it ended up is up to you.
Right.
It could be 2 different cauldrons, or it could be the same cauldron.
When it was destroyed, I think it was in Wales, if I remember right.
Which actually isn't that far
The Welsh
from
were
Camelot.
telling that story when it got destroyed.
Theoretically, that's where it is.
And it would be in Faerie because there's a version of it in Faerie, or because that's where we think it might be?
You guys are just putting together things, and it really is how the Knights of the Round Table actually did all of their questing. So you're like Camelot. Okay, let's go there.
Oh no, I'm not arguing. I'm just making sure that we did.
When everybody went on the Grail quest, they just took off.
Okay.
There's no clues. It was just, let's go see if we can find shit.
Well, that was I don't know. I'm only familiar with Once and Future King. So what?
Here's a piece of information that we ought to have. Geoffrey of Monmouth and Christian de Troyes put Camelot in Wales at Caerleon.
I'm gonna put it in. Yeah, it'll be in Wales.
And the other one is Cadbury Castle in Somerset.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Caerleon.
Okay. Good. Welsh. That's good.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's where we need to find the cauldron. So.
Yeah, that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay.
I mean, if the cauldron was destroyed, and it was destroyed the way a lot of other historical cauldrons were, we should be able to find the pieces and put it back together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fetch quest.
Fetch quest. Multiple pieces of magic object. Put them back together and reforge it. How much more mythic can you get?
So we need a cauldron and a cauldron right.
Yeah.
If you can find it, I can probably put it back together.
All right.
Right.
Well, they could very well have the pieces of Camelot if we were really lucky.
I was actually trying to figure out how I was gonna get you guys on the cauldron quest and exactly, what was gonna be. So this is actually really helpful. Just like,
All right.
I love that show. It's okay.
In spite of my tea, I am rapidly failing, so I'm going to log out.
All right.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna stop the
Internet. Thank you
broadcast,
for
but
looking.
You can't log out before unless you say goodbye to the internet first because they're
Goodbye,
waiting.
Internet.
People.
Goodbye, Internet.